So here's just the conventions for our Excel worksheet. We're going to use the file. We want to color code everything, so we only put in numbers once. Blue background, we have to check things out. You're going to use the file that you've already done, the spreadsheet for the balance sheet and the income statement. Then we're going to build the cash flow here. And in the operating section, the cash amounts were already typed into the income statement, so we're just going to refer to them. So there's actually going to be no yellow in those sections. And then the investing and finance sections, we have the cash amounts used and received for those principal payments and buying non-current assets. And so some of those are going to be yellow. So let's just get started. So here we are. I've already put in the gray and yellow. The gray here is for our non-farm income. Blue, we've got to back in and find those cash withdrawals for family living. Here's places to put in purchases of breeding livestock and machinery and sales of those. And we've also got places for the operating loan and money that we received and money that we sell, or that we spend to pay it off. All right, so let's get started. So up here in the income statement, our crop sales are just the cash amounts from the income statement. And they should just kind of go right down along. So the first one is crop sales here. Crop sales. Feeder animals, a plus or equals income statement. Market livestock. Livestock products. We come over here. Livestock products is our next one. Government program payments. Come over to the income statement. Government program payments. Crop insurance programs. But we come over to the income statement, and we've skipped this gain loss on sale of cold breeding livestock purchased and raised. So even though there's nothing here, we want to just exit out of that, escape. And so what we need to do is build the functionality into our spreadsheet, because we don't want to have stuff here. So if you click over here, so if I click in a cell, this is kind of an orange color, but it tells me what row I'm on. If I actually click over here in the row number, it highlights the entire row, and then do a right click and just say insert, and it inserts an entire row for you. So now just say cold breeding livestock. And I'm going to actually make this one a blue number, because here's the deal. And we didn't really explain this on the income statement. So go over here on the income statement, gain loss on sale of cold breeding livestock purchased and raised. So that should just be the number. However, this was the gain or loss, so it was for purchased livestock, it was the amount that we sold it for minus what the book value was of its sales. And so over here, if I just have the income statement amount, it's not correct, because I want the whole cash that I sold, and so I've got to add back in that basis that we subtracted. But we have it over here on the balance sheet, so I just got to get over there. And if you're missing one of your spreadsheets, you can use this bar to go back and forth. Or sorry, you can just click on this little arrow. And so here's balance sheet, and my sales of purchased breeding livestock, the book value of what was sold, that's what I would add back in. In this case, they're all zeros, so it doesn't matter, but we want to build the functionality into the spreadsheet so that when you use it for another project or a year later, another class, you'll have the functionality built in. And I think this is worthy of a note over here. So this is the cash from income, let's do gain from income statement, plus adds the book value of purchased livestock sold back in. So that's just your little note there. And it may be worthy of going over to here to the income statement. And here, just note that this is the cash for selling cold raised livestock, and gain, which is the cash less book value from selling purchased breeding livestock. So now you've got your little notes in there, so if we come back in and want to use this, this just kind of highlights that there's something that we need to look out for there. So back to our cash flow. So we've got our cold breeding livestock in. The next thing is our crop insurance, and patronage dividends. Over here, patronage dividends. And then is what we'll do is just sum all those. So sum, highlight the range, hit enter. So we received $269,000. Then here, the feeder animals and the feed. Then hired labor.